James, he cannot catch a break at all. But there is something that does seem to be looking up for him, and that's the fact that he's been working on his brand that has literally been in the works forever. And with each scandal is getting pushed further and further away. But besides that, we're going to be talking about Noah and Dixie talking about keeping their relationship private and these crazy Olivia Rodrigo and Vinnie hacker rumors. Now, before we get into anything, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by Scentbird. You guys have heard me talk about Scentbird before. I'm obviously obsessed with them. So convenient, especially when I'm traveling. And also just being able to try out so many designer fragrances. You can't beat this. Scentbird is reimagining everything about how people discover, shop for, purchase, and even experience fragrances. They let you choose a new designer fragrance to try every single month for just $17. Every month you get to pick what you want to receive, so it's not random, no surprises. They have perfumes, colognes, and a lot of unisex options as well. You'll get a 30-day supply so you can try out fragrances before committing to a very expensive full-size bottle that can literally be like $100 to $300, like even $500. Who wants that? You can also discover new fragrances if you don't know what you want by taking a simple quiz on Scentbird. They'll go based off of your preferences, previous purchases, and quiz answers. They'll help you find the perfect fragrance for you. Scentbird carries Prada, Gucci, Versace, niche brands like Skylar and Confessions of a Rebel. I love the variety that they have. And this month I received Confessions of a Rebel Bite Me, Commodities Gold, and Michael Germain's Sugarful, which this one smells like candy, and I'm for sure it is the cotton candy notes in this. I'm obsessed. Each fragrance comes with a card and it kind of tells you a little bit about each one of them. And if you guys want to be obsessed with a new scent just like me, be sure to use my code SPILLSESH to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. Once again, that's SPILLSESH to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. It's just a little over $7 for your first month, and it's available in the US and Canada. So go check out Scentbird. The link will be down in the description. Thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the tea. First, let's start with the weirdest rumor on the street, and that is that Olivia Rodrigo has got a little something going on with Vinnie Hacker. These two were seen hugging after her show in Los Angeles a little bit ago, and ever since, people have been wondering if anything more was going on. I just assumed that they were friends because friends hug and it's literally no big deal. But of course, there were a million TikToks made and people talking about this in the comments of Vinnie's social media, asking if he's with Olivia and what's going on with them. But this past week, Josh Richards, one of Vinnie's friends, came out on the BFFs podcast to address the situation on behalf of Vinnie. Dave brought up the subject and Josh was very quick to say that he talked to Vinnie and it is nothing. There is nothing to go crazy over. He is not with Olivia.
Olivia Rodrigo, Vinnie Hacker spot giving each other more than a friendly hug after the LA concert. That looks like a friendly hug.
It was like very sexual. The video of it is kind of like, are they dating? Yeah.
Really?
People are freaking out. I think they'd be like, hot couple.
Demoxo said they are into each other, but she's not going to date anyone. That is what they heard.
They're not dating. I know they're not dating.
Did they hook up?
I don't know about that. All I know is I was golfing with Vinnie the other day, and they aren't dating.
But speaking of relationships, and specifically TikTok relationships, Noah and Dixie were both talking sort of about their relationship on a recent podcast. Noah does a podcast with Lorray, and they had Dixie on for an episode. And people have been wondering what's going on in their relationship, because they were once super public, and now they won't even talk about the status of what's going on with them.
Yeah, funny. Is Noah Beck and Dixie D'Amelio still dating? You're not gonna answer? Tea. This is hot tea, y'all. He avoided the question.
Is Noah back?
Now you looking up yourself.
Is Noah back?
I just recently saw a TikTok and it was like me asking you like, are you and Dixie still dating? And you were like,
oh yeah.
You just saw that too, right?
What did I say?
You didn't answer.
You didn't answer it.
Oh, interesting.
Are you guys still dating?
I just think like that was a great question and I really appreciate you asking that. At this time, we will not be talking about our personal relationships, so we're keeping that offline and to ourselves.
I think when they first started dating, they were both younger and still very new to social media. And after a while of being online, experiencing a lot of hate, people speculating on their relationship and all of that, they just don't want any input on their relationship whatsoever, so they've decided to just keep that aspect of their life private. I mean, it's clear they didn't have some nasty breakup and obviously are in the room filming this podcast together. Plus, in the episode, Dixie said that she would love to go back and relive meeting Noah for the first time, which is pretty adorable and just a clear sign that they're obviously together.
If you could time travel to any location, anytime, when and where would it be?
I would go back to the first night I met you to relive that.
Y'all make me want to shit on myself.
But I think this podcast episode was them giving fans a little bit of them together without giving too much like they used to. It's what's comfortable for them, and I'm sure they're much happier because of it. Now, as for their BFF James, well, actually, I honestly don't really know. James used to be super close with Noah, Lorraine, Charlie, Dixie. They were kind of trying to be the next sister squad. At least maybe James was trying to make it the next sister squad for a second there.
We're super excited and matching.
These photos are such a good idea. Look at us.
Right?
Happy holidays.
You know what? Maybe this didn't turn out so bad after all.
Hi, sisters. We're back together for the holiday season to get, or to spread our holiday cheer.
But I think with James getting called out and being problematic, they decided to reel it back with being around him super publicly. But anyway, James has been on the struggle bus in terms of social media recently. I mentioned this last week that he lost over 80,000 followers after posting a photo of himself tucking his member down there so that he could take some bikini pics. And it must have been just too much for people because they hit that unfollow button real quickly. And a lot of people were saying that it was probably on him that people were unfollowing him. He has a very big child audience, and for him to be posting these kinds of pictures, I don't think that people were really signing up for that when they were clicking on him for makeup tutorials. So a lot of people have had a lot of things to say about the videos that James has been posting on all of his social medias, and saying that he shouldn't be super surprised that people suddenly want to unfollow now that he's like twerking and showing his friends making out in his videos, showing off his cheeks that people think are newly purchased. But you know, that's all speculation. And aside from him losing all those followers on Instagram, TikTok decided to join in and give him a major scare this week by not taking away 80,000 of his followers, but taking all of his followers away from him. Yes, you guys, all of his followers. For a few days, he literally had no followers. The first day I was like, it's gonna come back. And then the next day I was like, maybe TikTok is trying to tell James something, that they do not want him to be on this platform anymore. And I thought he was kind of screwed and he was gonna need to start a new account or something, because I know a lot of people that have completely lost their accounts on TikToks to weird glitches, or they just lost their accounts somehow. It seems to happen to even big creators, and they just have to start over with a new account, and it totally sucks. But I thought that was maybe gonna happen to James, but he was not gonna let that happen. He did poke some fun about the situation. He said on Instagram, "Did I just set the record for the most followers ever lost in one day again? 36 million gone, ha 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 ha." Poking fun at the fact that he lost so many followers during Dramageddon after Bye Sister. Oh my goodness. He did end up getting all of them back after making a TikTok joking about it once again. Aside from his followers scare, he also made mention of the brand that he's been working on. If you guys remember, a little bit ago, I made a video saying James was asking his followers what kind of blush they use because he was doing research for the brand he's creating.
Quick question for all of my makeup wearing followers. It does not matter if you are a professional MUA, if you wear makeup every single day, or if you only wear makeup for special occasions. If you wear makeup, this question is for you and I want your opinion, okay? When it comes to wearing blush, I wanna know, what type of formula do you guys prefer? Do you like a powder blush, or do you prefer a cream blush? Maybe a liquid blush, or some sort of combination of all three, or maybe two of the three. And if you feel very strongly about one of the answers, I would love to hear that opinion as well. For example, like, I love powder because I've just been using that forever, or I love liquid blush because it gives a nice shine, or cream blush is a little bit too difficult for me.
This brand has been in the works forever, and people even speculated it was originally supposed to be a branch of Morphe, but after all that has come out about him, it's been made very clear he is on his own with this project. And it's probably why he's saying there is still a lot longer left to go before these products ever see a shelf. He posted on his Instagram story this week saying, "Getting a head start testing a product for my brand that won't launch for a few years. What do you think it is?" A few years is a long time to wait, so I really want to know what you guys think will happen between now and then and when you think he's actually going to be releasing this. I feel like James obviously had his really big peak in the beauty community, and for him to drop a line of products, I don't even know like what timing would be the best for him, but I definitely want to know what you guys think about this and him coming out with this in a few years, what you guys think that he will be launching. Obviously blush because he's talked about it before, but what else do you guys think he is going to be putting out and how big do you guys think this brand will get? I want to know all your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.